One more turn and we'll be there, Mum. The three guards escorted Kirimi through the crowd. On this particular day, the streets were on fire. People were dancing, singing, and shouting everywhere. She had just arrived on the Nodus, and it was as described by her brothers and sisters. Hundreds of people crowded into streets that became too small during busy periods. 200 years after the first warp gate opened, there was not much left of the original calm of the Nodus. The Eclair's monopoly on the crossroads of the galaxy didn't last very long. Gradually, species flocked in, crossing the warp gates. The Nodus then reached the cosmopolitan status it was meant to achieve. Kirimi passed by a stand. Amidasi was shouting at the crowd. 5 or more deaths in the tournament, a 3-to-1 bet. You won't find better odds anywhere else. Who wants to take the bet? Come on, folks. It's the event of the year. You might as well make some money. Kirimi was holding a piece of paper with flashy colors. "Ready for the Vanguard challenge" was written on it. "Here," said the guard, pointing at a door. A discreet Clash production was written on the wall. A guard was standing next to the entrance. "Card," said the big guy. Kirimi held her card up to the scanner, and a green light came on. The door opened silently, and Kirimi entered the building. "Hello," said the hostess. "Hi, I'm looking for the registration desk. Come here," said the Midasi. "Are you one of the challengers?" Kirimi nodded. "You're the second Eclair to come here today. We don't see that many people of your kind," she said disdainfully. "Please scan your Nodus citizen card." Kirimi complied, advancing the same card towards the green laser. After a short beep, information appeared on the hostess's screen. "So you're Kirimi from Oloma. First time on the Nodus. Relatives. Kanza and Aita cult members. Ancestry. None?" "Most Eclair don't have any," replied Kirimi. "I see. I presume you also don't have any fingerprints?" "Indeed. Our bark is different from your skin," she explained. A screen and a camera came out of the desk. "Please look at the camera and read this text out loud." Kirimi complied. "I agree to transfer my image rights to Clash Production and the Vanguard Challenge program." "The other line too, please," asked the hostess. "I waive my right to sue Clash Production in case of serious accident or death." The camera came back inside the desk. "I would have a hard time suing you if I died," said Kirimi quietly. The hostess pushed a small button. A door opened on Kirimi's left. With a wave of her hand, the hostess invited her to go in. The Eclair entered an immaculate locker room. Another door was in front of her. The sliding door closed behind her without a sound. To her left, duck blue clothes were folded on a metal chair. A robotic voice then echoed through the interior. "Please deposit your belongings and put on your outfit." A large drawer opened in front of Kirimi. She undressed and put her outfit, her bag, and bracelets inside of it. "Please deposit all your personal belongings." She did not move. The voice repeated its last injunction. Kirimi resigned herself to removing her necklace. 2 suns represented Kanza and Aita, the sun gods of Oloma. "Don't judge me, I'm doing this for you," she said, looking at her jewel. The drawer closed with a click. The Eclair put on her new outfit. She left the sneakers aside. "What's the point of putting those things on?" An inscription appeared on the second door. "The end or the means. Choose your ideal." Then it opened to a rectangular room that looked like a large version of Kirimi's locker room. The walls were smooth and white, and the light was almost blinding. Around 100 Midasis were present. They were made of flesh and bones. Their skin was mostly hairless, except for the top of their head. After ultimately polluting their planet and damaging their atmosphere, they are genetically altering their skin tone to cope with the radiation from their star. Kirimi instinctively touched her neck before remembering her necklace wasn't there anymore. Their gods must be so upset, she thought. The combination of their blue clothes and golden skin gave an exquisite atmosphere. Kirimi could almost have blended in if she was not one head taller than everyone else. The Medicis who filled the room were chatting in groups or standing alone, showing their impatience by stamping their feet or crossing their arms. But the discussion stopped when Kirimi came in. One éclairé is already surprising, but a second one could be heard here and there. In front of the entrance door, the wall showed a giant screen. "The live is about to start" was displayed. After a 10-second countdown, a Midazi with a worn face but a sympathetic look appeared. "Ladies and gentlemen, may you all be welcome to the Vanguard Challenge. My name is Namorous. As every year, I'll be your host and referee. Some Midaces seem to be huge fans of him. In a minute, the door on your left will open. And you all know what's waiting for you behind," he said while assuming a warlike posture. "Your worth will be put to the test, your ability to adapt, your strength, and your ingenuity. Because that is the path that must be taken to claim the status of Vanguard. Do you think you have what it takes to stand up to the dangers and earn your place in the VYDER?" All the participants start shouting to answer the host. "And to take on the best fighters of the galaxy to earn crystals." "Yeah!" they shout again. Motivated by this atmosphere, Kirimi decided to join them, shouting with a big smile. "Let's try to fit in," she told herself. "Well, we'll see about that," Namorous continued, as the door he had indicated opened. The shouting from the other side surprised Kirimi. The participants arrived in a gigantic arena. A few meters above and all around, tens of thousands of spectators applauded the participants' entrance. At regular intervals, spotlights swept across the stands. They were shining on the golden skin of the lucky ones who had found a ticket. Thank you all for coming in such numbers. You are wonderful," said Namorous, addressing the crowd. His voice echoed throughout the arena, all the way to the top of the bleachers. "Ladies and gentlemen, may you all be welcome to the 15th edition of the Vanguard Challenge. This is a special one you are about to witness, as we have two special guests. Please give a warm welcome to Arthur and Kirimi from Oloma." Kirimi found herself in the light of a projector. She smiled and raised her hand to greet the audience. The other éclairé was also under a shower of light. He stood with his arms crossed and a stern look in his eyes. Numerous scars covered his water-green face. He was frightening. He did not move. "Wish them luck. They're gonna need it," exclaimed Namorous. "Before everything starts, we have a message from Bloom, our last Vanguard who achieved it thanks to the Vanguard Challenge." A young guy appeared on the giant screens. You could feel how uncomfortable he was. He started talking as if he was reading a text. "Hi everyone, I'm Bloom. Thanks to the Vanguard Challenge and Clash production, I became a Vanguard and can now provide crystals to my family. I wouldn't have made it without Namorous and this show. Remember to stay true to your values. Victory alone doesn't make you a Vanguard, they only watch how worthy you are. Good luck, everyone," he finally said with a forced smile. "Ladies and gentlemen, you've waited long enough. Make way for the first trial," shouted Namorous. As a course was revealed, Kirimi felt the pressure rising. This was it. This was now.
This is the end of the first chapter of The Path to the VYDER. Listen to Chapter 2 on VYDER's YouTube channel or on lore.vyder.gg.